Okay, let's try that again. Hello and welcome wherever and whenever you are. Whenever I get my act together. Okay. Hello.
You're a great DM, John.
Thank you very much.
Don't let the haters get you down. There are no haters.
Does it show that today was the first time I did 2 streams in one day? I assure you it's unconnected. Oops, surely, to goodness. Okay. Hello. Welcome, everybody, and welcome back to Barovia for our Curse of Strahd campaign over here on Phoenix Iwaki with these lovely people all over here.
Hi. We're lovely.
You are? Yeah, I can kind of attest to that fact. Now, let me, before I get into a recap here, quickly say a big thank you to the VOD Squad and Quest Junkies UK for being up in chat, as always. Even Sans, their DM, who has abandoned them to the wilds of Barovia all alone without his beardy guidance. Anyway.
Oh, no.
No, I was trying to say thank you to the VOD Squad because they always come along and catch up with our streams when they get the chance, and we love them for that. Thank you so much. And also to Syrinscape. We love them too for all of the music and sound effects that spook the pants off these people around here. And you, I hope too, and I hope you're getting a good pair of headphones on because it is highly recommended for the sounds that will be coming your way. Also, you can thank such fine folks as Dark Fantasy Studio, and over on YouTube, RPG music maker Travis Savoy, and the other channel that we use, Epic Journey, and a newbie to the ranks over on Patreon, Will Savino, for amazing music that you will hear scattered around our evening's entertainment. Please head on over to the VODs on YouTube for all of those links and names and things to search for. And we shall get started. Now, last time, having fed Maxine the horse her morning bacon and realized that another of Vanta's artifacts had been stolen by the strange undead fey creatures. Strange undead fey creatures that for some reason, on the moment of death, spoke Xenakis' sister's name? You decided to ignore Strahd's invitation for now and head over to the swamp-flooded ruins of the town of Berez. On the way, you ran into Jenny Greenteeth and Oinkers, her boar that was drawing her little rickshaw along the road, and she told you of her sister's predicament, being continuously drained of blood to keep the witch Baba Lysaga youthful. Abandoning Esmeralda's wagon as the road became more and more submerged in the swampy waters, you waded towards the ruins, being mindful of the warnings to not mess with the guardians lest they mess with you, or, for that matter, the goats of the town. Even though this is not Frostmaiden, and there is not a massive goat conspiracy. Then, as you are wading through the murky waters and the mists and eerily wolf-ridden woods
Xenakis is having a bad time.
Oh, that was you. Okay, thank you. You stubbed your toe under the water.
Yeah, exactly.
You saw off ahead of you a stationary figure looming in the misty distance. Approaching cautiously, Krieg flew up high to get a vantage point, and Asara stealthed off into the trees, disappearing from view. We find ourselves wading chest deep as Krieg, from his vantage point, spotted a long, scaly curve arch up through the water. Now, I have a map for you people, which is always a good sign, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Do join me. I'm already there, but feel free to come across. Oop. There we are. I'll zoom in on my map. That will not change what it looks like for the players. Let's go over here.
Ooh, it
Sorry.
looks so cute in here.
It's lovely,
I
isn't
like
it?
this
Nothing
world.
to be worried about. Yeah. I don't know what all the fuss is about myself.
What's the X for, John?
It's just
That's-
Everglades.
Treasure.
That's where the figure is. X marks the spot of the looming figure.
I see.
And so you are
I
moving
just realised why my Syrinscape's not working.
you are moving east to west as the map has it. How is that for the order, right? I think that's basically what you said. There's a nice little branch there for Krieg to be on. And everything's fine. Yeah, exactly, Alicia, yes.
Can I
It's fine.
can I just confirm, because I can't see the roll 20, that Vanta and Xenacus are walking up together?
Yes.
Xenacus is slightly in the lead, and then directly behind him is Vanta and Esmeralda.
Sweet. Cool.
Esmeralda looking slightly bedraggled and wet after
Well,
she fell from a tree into the water.
Extremely graceful climbing experience.
I think
It was on purpose. It was on purpose.
just for because I can't move myself around,
Yes.
Vanta is in a mindset of like books, give me my things back. Where's my locket? Where's my book? So she probably would be like drifting to like the front and then like
Xenacus
looking and catching like Xenacus' eyes and just be like, okay, no, I gotta stand back. Nope, running forwards. Nope, going back. Like, just like she clearly wants to barge ahead, but is using what she's learned.
Yes.
Yeah. Xenacus is determined not to have the healer get killed first.
Although, remember,
Even
she
though
has
she's
she has
intent
warned
on
you.
dying.
She has warned you. Yes, if you get too badly hurt, there is no chance.
Hence why we need to keep her from dying so that she can keep us alive enough that we can come back.
Just enough.
Alive enough.
Alive
Spotted.
enough.
Alive enough. Or as one of our Frostmaiden players puts it, I am technically alive. Quotes and quotes. Technically alive. Okay. So I am going to shift our little map here up to the north, behind this rather impressive-looking tree cave thing here that Asara is creeping around out of sight of her colleagues, friends, love interests. One of those lot.
Oh.
All of the above. And
All of the above.
Asara, you do a trademark Asara eyebrow raise and a slight face palm as you see Vanta, as we know the phrase goes, it's been a while actually, but as the phrase goes, Vanta rushes in, and you see, heading up to the north of you, the chest-deep form of Lady Vanta Blackspire, surging through the water, making her way north towards wherever her things must be hidden, you're sure.
I look up. Can I see Craig in the tree?
No.
Probably
No,
not.
it's much more wooded than this map is. So this map is
Okay.
quite sparse.
Okay.
There's lots and lots of trees, and you stealthed good and proper.
Yes, good.
So what do you do?
She was wanting to make sure that he could see her eye roll, I think.
Yeah, that was. I wanted to look up and be like,
Don't do that. He'll assume it's for him, and you'll lose confidence. You'll be like, oh, what did I do? What did I
in the
do?
water and
And then he'll just overanalyze everything. And
what do I do as far as like to stop Vanta or?
she's going.
Okay, I just want to
Going north
clarify as well. Vanta did mention to everyone before that she was not in the mind to attack, because we were specifically warned against that, and she mentioned it to everyone beforehand, like
Only
no
hit
attacking.
something that hits us first.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I don't have to shoot you in the arm then.
No.
Yikes.
She
I wanna
rushes
confirm-
forward, sword out.
Who
Yeah,
was it?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, who was it that saw something that the rest of us did not see?
Krieg.
Krieg saw it.
Krieg.
Could I get a shot into the water, like in front of Vanta?
Just a moment. Yeah, I'm just dealing with this Asara thing first.
Yeah.
We will cycle round. We're not in initiative, but there is an order that this is happening in.
Okay, I don't know that I would stop her because she did say, I don't see the snake or whatever, presumed snake. And she did say she wasn't gonna hurt anything. Everyone made it clear that no one's popping off, so
She's getting quite far away from everyone. She's almost like disappearing off in the trees to the north there.
towards me.
She's gone past you. She's going north, like off away from
we're not
away from the
chasing
group.
after her. I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
With
I'll go
Seneca's?
Nope, just you.
Oh. I think I would have stayed by.
There's probably a reason for this.
Oh. Okay,
Is
never
this the
mind then.
rail part or?
Damn
So,
it.
sorry, what do you want to do, Sarah?
So this is on rails. Vanta is definitely going forward towards the north.
She is.
Then I mean, she's already past me. I can't reach out and grab her or.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, she appeared like around a tree to the west of you, and was moving to your right, like away from the way that you'd been traveling.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna like. I don't know. I'm gonna be like Vanta, and then like. Wade, can I stealth?
You already,
Wade.
yeah. That stealth from before is still in effect here.
Okay. Good. Then I am going to wade stealthily
Yep.
towards her. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can
It's
catch
just the
her
nose is
or
above the
how
water.
far she is in front of me.
She's getting away, and she's clearly like got this. She must get these items back. She's like just like on a mission, just moving as quickly as she can. Which I mean, it is for quite difficult terrain. She's not like just surging away from you, but she is moving. And like, and she go disappear behind a tree from your view, because the trees will break your line of view, and then she'll like appear again.
Like a survival check to see if I can catch up to her. If I can't catch up to her, then I'm not gonna chase her. And then.
Well, what's your movement speed? And then Vanta, what's yours?
My movement speed is
Vanta,
30
please be
feet.
slow.
I'm very slow.
I'm
I
30.
don't have wings.
30. Okay.
I'm also 30.
Okay, so yeah, I'm afraid it's the same movement.
Should I maybe roll like some kind of like dex check to make sure, like, or some kind of stealth roll or something like that, to see how like swiftly I can move?
If you, I mean, it's difficult terrain, the equivalent of difficult terrain, so you can't dash.
Here's
You're
my
moving 30
thinking.
feet around. Yeah. Mhm.
If this is what Vanta is doing, and I was in Vanta's mindset, then I would be making a bird's eye, like, as the raven flies towards my things. So I reckon I would be like going through some like difficult terrain, but also like not paying like mind to like vines and logs and debris. So I'm probably even like tripping over things.
Can I like acrobatics on some bog trees to her or something?
You do like Tarzan.
Yeah.
Actually,
Swinging.
long jump
Exactly
vine
that.
swing to this.
Okay,
Vanta.
let's have a contested. Let's have a contested. Sorry, Vanta. What thing were you going with?
Let's go with a dexterity situation.
Okay, so Vanta's dex versus Asara's acrobatics.
Go on.
Natural.
Wait, what did you roll? I rolled a
I
2
rolled-
on the dice.
I got a 2 on the dice too.
Okay.
Oh,
What are those? What are those
So-
bonuses?
my acrobatics is +5.
Dying.
What's your
Hang on.
dex?
Give me a
Vanta?
moment. I'm so sorry. Hang on. I didn't think.
What are the chances? I was like, oh well, I lose. Bye, Vanta.
Oh, not Lincoln and Vanta. Silly. Emma.
Silly Billy.
Okay, Vanta's dex is not a high. And also my character sheet isn't loading. So can someone else tell me what it is? I'm so
I know
sorry.
it's going to be less than +5. It's going to be more than +5.
Oh, it's like a 1. It's like a
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
my Wi-Fi
Cool.
problems mean that I can't really load new
No bother.
anything.
No bother.
I'm also, just so you know, I can't listen to Syrinscape or get onto Roll20, so it's just
No
gonna
worries.
have to be like,
You are
Just
here,
hit the
and that's what
first
counts.
yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Just let me sort something here. And so that's.
I don't like these
Oh,
bugs.
that bugs. Yeah, that's nasty.
Yeah.
There's these nasty like clouds of flies around all the time.
Sounds like it's like a mosquito right in your ear.
Mm-hmm.
It's disgusting.
There and sorry, excuse me, people. Just need to keep something here, and boom, boom, and that is that. Okay, thank you. Now, this as well.
All things are very.
Right. Okay. Now, Krieg, down to you. Sorry. Asara, you are with that, successful. You are more dexterous in swinging and sliding along a branch for a strangely long amount of time. It's just like going on, like Tarzan. And you are closing on Vanta, but you do not catch up just yet. While this is happening, Krieg, you have seen this strange, scaly, mottled green and brown body move up out of the water. Please take a shot with disadvantage.
Sure. Okay, well, the first one was a crit.
And the second
13.
Okay, well, your arrow just... I mean, this thing immediately kind of submerged again beneath the water, and your arrow just goes into the water and disappears. And you don't see anything. Can I have a... sorry, just a moment, please. Okay. Can you give me a saving throw?
Just a flat 20.
So I'm just trying to see. Yeah, wisdom saving throw, please.
Mm.
14 meets it, beats it, you lucky fella. As you hear a voice in your mind, and you just hear this voice. It's like, nice shots. You should try shooting at them. And you start to turn towards
No,
where
no.
Xenicus and the others are, and then you're like, no, that's ridiculous. Why would you do that?
That was very, very Krieg.
Yeah. He would definitely look in the direction of the sound after and be like,
Mhm.
no, what? What do you know? Why? Why would I
Right.
do that?
So this is down here, everyone. Sorry.
Probably at full volume.
Meanwhile, Xenicus, Esmeralda, Vanta, what are you doing?
I am doing exactly what I was doing before.
That's why I was laughing when you guys were like, wait, what? How, I wouldn't be, and I'm like,
Oh no, I
I got the message.
I
Anna, thank you.
messaged-
Yes, I saw it.
yeah, I messaged John to like, I see you. So Vanta is doing exactly what I described at the beginning, just like she's doing a zoomy, but also keeping behind Xenicus's line.
Okey-doke.
who's wading towards the creature, but not in a threatening manner at all.
Indeed.
Like
Okay.
weapons not drawn at all.
Okay,
So it's
let's
wading.
let's leave you where you are. So just for the sake of getting everyone in the same shot for those good folks at home. Hello, everybody.
Very
now,
cinematic.
it is. Now, as you get closer, are you trying to make out what it is?
Yeah, like try to find out what it is, and then like if it looks like we're like close, like he would try and like, hello, can you help us? But he's not like getting that close yet.
Okay.
But he's gonna try to find out what it is first.
So you're moving, and this has happened once before. And Vanta, I want to know how you react, because you would, with your passive perception so high, you would notice this before the other two.
Yeah.
Esmeralda, what's your passive perception?
That's a good question.
It's on, a bit on the sheet.
16.
16. Okay.
16.
So yeah, so Vanta, and then shortly after Esmeralda, and then immediately after that Xenicus. This figure standing up on a slight kind of hassock of grass and reeds protruding from the water, stock still, like I said, with these elongated kind of limbs.
Sounds like Slenderman.
Vanta, how do you react? Because I'm afraid, as once before, It's you.
Sorry, can you repeat that last bit?
It's you.
It's me.
Mm-hmm. Like on the gallows before.
Oh my god. Oh. Vantra's just gonna sigh and say, another portent. It's me. I see myself.
Yeah, and you two see it immediately after. She just caught it.
It looks like Vanta.
Yes,
Does as well.
it does. Yeah. Yeah. Last time it didn't. This time it does.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I don't remember that actually. Myself seeing that. It just kind of like looks and goes, "When did you die? You can't have that."
Trust me, if I died, you'd know about it, and I
This
would
one-
not be making a comeback.
This one is not like with a. This is not a noose situation like it was with the gallows back at the crossings that time. This one, like the kind of strange like angle of the limbs and stuff that you saw from a distance is because this one is on a cross of two wooden poles, like a scarecrow, if you will.
Ah,
But it's Fanta.
I guess we
So-
walked into the trap.
I think we did. We still can't hurt it, though. That would be even more foolish, don't you think?
We were
All
told
things considered.
not to. We will not. I guess we wait for whatever this trap to spring on us and attack us so that we can retaliate.
Excellent planning. I love it.
Like Seneca's is just like leaning in his back, not to get his sword, but to get his shield out, because he's just like, yep, I'm gonna need this.
Can
I'm so sad I'm not there.
Can Esmeralda and Xenicus see Krieg in the tree?
Yes, if they look back, you were within view. Yep, and vice versa.
I just want it to be clear that like Krieg would not have bothered to try to signal to them other than the shot. He would have spoken at full volume to whatever voice was trying to talk to him. However, and like after missing the shot, as he's talking, he would have like very fluidly like knocked another arrow without looking at the bow, and like what are you talking about? No.
Like, I'm guessing like through all the waiting of all this water, we're just like splash, 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 like hearing none of this.
No, you're moving slowly. You're moving slowly, and you're up to your chest, so you're not splashing really at all.
Okay.
Right, you're just pushing through the water.
Okay, I think that I would look back just to see where Krieg is, and then immediately start looking for Visara. But sorry,
Sa-
Visara.
Asara is not visible.
Asara. Oh wait, okay. Are we still calling Asara Asara?
You can call me Zezera if you like. It would.
Wait, she told us
I
not
don't
to
care
call her.
either way unless we're in front of strangers. It's like the wolf thing.
Okay, cool. Then she will call her Asara.
Noted.
So I'll do a quick look for Asara, just to see if I can see her.
Okay.
26. I know I won't be able to because she's not there where I'm looking, but
Yeah, she you definitely have a good look. You have a very good look, and peeking through the trees and things, and you do see some ripples in the water and things in that direction, but no sign of her, I'm afraid.
just what I expect because I'm not actually looking where she is.
Now, speaking of Asara, let's go back round to that neck of the woods.
No. No.
Colby,
no,
Colby, don't look. Colby, don't
no,
look. Colby, don't
no,
look.
no.
Only Steph seeing that.
Oh no! No, you have to specify. I'm so sorry.
No, sorry, I didn't say. I thought it was going to give me a prompt to actually do it, and it just did it automatically. You hear the water shift behind you, and you turn, and you see that rising up slowly, the water running off it, and the sound of the insects intensifies. You just bzzz, and you could just see this cloud of mosquitoes and gnats form
Ew.
around this thing. And I need a Constitution saving throw, please, if you'll excuse me having a little revenge against a certain hedge.
Oh no!
What did the hedge do?
A hedge cast blight.
Oh.
Well, it's a dirty 20, so
Okay, so you take half of that.
6,000 damage.
that's what you get, Miss West.
Well, no, you know what it is because you cast blights on me. I'm casting blights on you.
Oh, I see. I don't know. Well, I don't have that on this character.
No, it's okay. Okay. 8d8.
Yeah, it's a serious spell.
That is for her level.
So you take 21 necrotic damage as this thing reaches up out of the water and towers over you with those tendrils and things all and the things swarming around it, and you just feel your body start to almost shrivel and your skin dry, even though you're just surrounded by all this water. And you take 21 necrotic damage. And it just says to you, get
Nasty spell.
out.
Can I do something or?
Yes, you may.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna. Oh, but we can't attack. But does that count for this thing? Is this thing a guardian? But it's attacking me. Is it attacking me? If it's attacking me, then we know it's not a guardian because I didn't attack it first. But it hasn't attacked yet. It just said some shit.
You feel pretty attacked.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Is that
We were told to not to attack anything unless it attacked us first, and so.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna say, you don't look like you smell that bad, and then fire off from my crossbow.
Okay.
Working that one out.
That might be a mistake. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
Xenacus is going to be really happy
Oh, I
about this.
critted!
Yeah. Nice. Right, McSleuthburger? Just feel so attacked.
10 piercing.
So sick. Necrotic damage. So sick.
I'm feeling really attacked right now. I don't really know what to say. I'm gonna be playing the role of the weird creature. Oh my god, I cannot believe you would attack me in such a personal way on my birthday.
Oh, well. Worse. Gets worse and worse.
Well, we're getting to kill it on its birthday, great.
Was it Shakespeare that went out on his birthday?
Yes, you
Oh.
did.
I'm going out like my idol, Shakespeare.
Who knew?
I want to be a poet. I want to be a modern dancer.
Oh, is this the goth girl from Madame Eva's camp? The Vistani goth girl?
Oh yeah.
Mayhaps.
Almost said, is she a giant? But no one else is supposed to know what this thing is, so I can't say
Yes. Sorry. Hold on to that thought, though. Alright. Power, indeed. Ultimate power. Okay. So, what is the damage? Double those dice.
10 piercing. It's so double the dice. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 is just the bonus, so it would be 15 piercing.
15 piercing. Okie doke.
Right, because I do. It's 2d6 and then plus 5. Or
The regular is 2d6 plus 5?
no, 1d6 plus 5.
I think
Yeah.
it might have already.
Why
already
does this?
did it.
It already did it. I'm sorry.
that's what it
It's
did.
10.
10? Okay. Thank you. Are you shooting, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you quickly draw the string back and it thunks into the body of this thing. And it hisses.
Oh, good. I'm gonna look.
Okay.
Can I look behind me? Because I still don't know that Vanta is not Vanta. So I'm gonna turn and be like, I'm gonna just full out yell now because it's over, and be like, Vanta, like behind me to the Vanta that I was pursuing.
She is no longer there.
Is this like a anglerfish situation?
It's one way to do it. Yeah.
I like that.
Just like separating us, taking us out one by one. Smart move.
Okay, thank you. I think we need some initiative, don't we?
Probably a lady then.
This is definitely
Probably a good
spiraling
idea.
into an initiative type situation.
I never showed this, but when I went to Australia, Lily bought me a little roll for initiative tracker.
Nice.
And like, they're like, there's some like sweet little initiative in there, so I'm gonna do this.
Cool.
Cool. So that's 5.
Also, you're gonna have to put my initiative in for me, somebody.
Will do. Let me know.
Sorry. Yes.
Ah.
Mitch. Decent.
Problem is, I always roll really well on initiatives when the creature is not able to be attacked right away. And I always roll really low when giving it time to attack me first.
What is it, Vanta?
11.
Thank you.
I think that's safe.
And
Pretty decent safe roll.
all right. Okay, so Xenicus, you've heard Krieg shout something strange, and you've also heard Asara shout off in the trees, out of sight.
And she shouted Asara. And she shouted Banta.
Yes.
Yes.
So, like, looking at... I'm going to quickly look up at Craig to see, like, what... Like, does he look like he's in distress?
Krieg.
No, he's really focused. Like, he's definitely trying to steady his aim. He might be a little nervous, sure, but he
Doesn't
is-
look like he's being, like, ambushed.
You're not
or anything.
dying.
No,
You're
no.
not dying.
Mhm.
I'll turn to Vanta and is like, should I go get her, or do you want to go get her?
She's calling for me.
I'll stay here with Craig. So,
Everyone ignore Esmeralda.
well, it's like,
You go after her. Esmeralda.
it's one
you
of
go
those
after
things where you've got like the team dynamic, and then you add someone in, they're like, oh yeah, this, and yeah, so where are you going? We've got this work.
Esmeralda's like standing there, probably the most capable of all of us, just like, for fuck's sake. She's biding her time
Yeah.
to like
So,
get in there and just whack it for us, and we're just gonna be like, ooh ooh.
so I am going to move up on top of these rocks that are here. Like try,
Mhm.
like if I can like scramble out the water a bit, just so I can ready to like jump on something. So I'm gonna
Okay.
pull my weapon out, and I'll do the dodge action.
Okay. Prepared. Thank you. Esmeralda.
Fisticuffs.
Right. So, how far am I from the thing? I'm kind of far away right now, right?
From Asara?
The thingy? Sorry.
We
I
don't
need to
know
hit.
of any thingy yet.
Yeah, that's true, we don't. Well, I'm feeling suspicious and uncomfortable about everything right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, I am going to cast Mirror Image as a precaution.
Okay, doke.
So, suddenly, as you watch Esmeralda, suddenly there are 4 Esmeraldas. It's 4 times as
This is a
exciting.
theme.
Vanta hyperventilates. Okay, doke.
I need to click the button, hang on.
Cheap trick.
But yes, there basically are 4 of me now, and they all move in sync with me, but slightly disconnected from each other.
Gotcha.
So you can't tell which is the real one.
Okay, anything else?
That one. I sniff you out.
I don't know if that actually works. Probably does. I just hope that the thing doesn't have any sense of smell. At the moment, I'm gonna probably move slightly towards these 2, just make sure I have their backs, kind of in case something comes up.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm going down a little bit.
Gotcha.
And
Great.
that's me.
Okay, I don't see anything either, right?
Nope.
God bless America. Okay. Okay, so
America?
What's America?
Stop yelling in the trees about your weird world.
no, that doesn't work. Okay.
I think it's fairly on brand. Just like up a tree, yelling about America.
Okay, so
said.
what I would like to do is I want to cast Fairy Fire,
Uh-huh.
like right in the middle of this area here, like over everyone that's standing in the middle here.
Okay.
Everything.
So, Esmeralda, Zenicus, Vanta, please give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my.
Row.
Oh no, it's not. I don't even need to look at my sheet. No, that's not gonna pass. A 3 on the dice.
Okay.
so-
I got you beat there. Nat
17
one.
for me.
What's the DC,
Oh
Rick?
no.
14.
Start again.
14.
Okay, all of you are lit up like Christmas trees.
Oh, I thought that was. Ah. Wait. Okay.
Got
Okay.
17.
What does your fairy fire look like, Rick?
Okay. I was scared for a second.
It looks like a like the fey bugs just kind of fan out into the area,
Mhm.
and they start to like flicker like fireflies.
That's kind of cute.
Every now and then, there's like these scenes will pop up that you just want to see a picture of. You just want to commission someone to draw. It's just like the three of you, like one of you crouched up on these rocks, the two of you like chest deep in
Esmeralda.
water and just covered.
Okay.
Hey,
Nice.
Skeptic Llama, thank you for the raid, sir. Thank you so much. Welcome everyone. We are in a fight,
Hello.
but we don't know with
Hello.
what. We are in the swamp
But we
waters.
do know that we have a little doodle of
Yeah,
these lads.
there they
being
are.
Like, what the heck?
Now
And
that's-
there's Matt Mercer.
they need to be all,
And
they need to be all
there's-
shiny now.
Sarah being attacked by something I don't know, but it's gonna go there when I know what
Off
it
into the
looks
trees.
I think
Thank you so much,
Esmeralda
Skeptic.
passed.
Hope you had a good session.
passed.
I did pass. Rolled a
Yeah,
17.
Esmeralda passed. She got 17.
Oh, sorry, I heard 13. My bad. Okay, so Esmeralda is still duplicitous and not lit up. But yes, Vanta
Covered in
and
spotlights. Probably could have flash help.
yes, the rest of you, you are illuminated by the glow of your comrades as this fairy fire, these bugs are lighting on the surface of Vanta and Zenicus as they're poaching there on the rocks in the swamp water. And you
casual.
finished there, Creek?
Yeah, that's gonna be me.
All right. Thank you.
Just checking, Craig was second in the order.
He was third.
Who was second?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I also want to
Esmeralda.
mention I'm not. My thing didn't pop up for
I'm sorry.
initiative. I assume that's because I'm separate.
No, sorry, I was just.
Oh, okay.
It was because you were separate, but not for the reason you think. You were separate, so I didn't click you.
No, I
That's all.
don't like that.
That's all.
Oh,
no.
that's good and not ominous at all.
Hang on, I need to
Well
put.
then.
I need to put pickles in chat. Bear with me.
Pickles.
Pickles.
Well, I agree with that name.
Oh, do you know what I really want to eat right now? I want some potato salad with pickles in it.
Pickles for you, my friend.
That sounds
Welcome,
delicious.
Skeptic.
I've got broccoli.
Skeptic Llama.
Well,
Said properly.
broccoli ain't pickles, are they?
No. I'm always trying to figure out is it a tree or is it broccoli?
It's a tree,
Okay. But
but it
For
just looks
sure
like
a
broccoli.
tree.
it does look like broccoli. Okay. Now, Sarah, what was your thingy? Your initiative 20. Okay, we need to retcon you then. What are you doing? This thing is still in front of you. You would have had your turn before Esmeralda. So, sorry, what should
I would. Okay, so I get another. Can I try to like yell at it?
yes.
But it's like I got it, right? I'm gonna yell at it and intimidate it and make it leave.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Cheers, Septic.
it's yelling is a
Okay.
free action, isn't it?
You do get called that here too. It is a free action. Yes. Are you trying to intimidate? An intimidation attempt would be an action.
Okay, then yes, I'm trying to intimidate.
Okay.
Yes.
Give me an intimidation roll, please. Then.
Okay.
Get it?
18.
18. Okay. So what do you yell at this thing you see before you rising up out of the water?
I was so ready for it to be bad that I had the thought of I'm just gonna go, but now that it's good, I
Just come up with something.
Really
God damn it.
raspberry.
as like it comes out of the water, I shoot it, and I'm like, can you bother someone else with your fake? Do I know? I probably don't know it's a doppelganger. Can you bother someone else? I'm chasing my friends through the woods. There's probably like 10 of you in here. Go bug someone else.
Yes.
Just get mom on it.
full mum.
All right.
Transform.
So yes, you do that, and this thing just chuckles.
I like things that chuckle.
And then it just surges through the water towards you. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as you're engulfed by this cloud of bugs that travels with this thing.
I like things that chuckle. It's the cutest thing. Just like, could you imagine? Just like
You haven't seen
being
the
in
picture yet.
face of, like, whatever this thing is,
Tamanga.
and just being like, cute.
Team?
15. Can you please stop calling your rolls with your mouth full? You're just like,
Alright. I have a cup full of ice and I'm chewing the ice, which I shouldn't be doing.
No problem, no problem. Confusing. A 15, you said, yes?
Yep.
Okay, you are okay.
You're just
But-
okay.
You don't
Do take-
sound sure about that. I don't like that
I was
answer.
just thinking if it's half damage or not. I'm sorry. You take 7 poison damage as these bugs swarm around you and bite you. Michael on again.
Okay.
Thank you, Captain Malik. By the way, the bots are getting clever. That bot was called something Florida. They're trying to sneak in.
IR Florida, yeah.
IR
Hey.
Florida.
No IR Florida. Get out of here, bot. It's okay. They actually much less than they used to be. I guess it's because we are actually popular.
Aw.
No, IR Florida.
Popular.
Um,
Yeah.
so
Be
you,
exam Florida, get out of here.
you got that you got that damage, yeah?
Yeah.
Steffel?
I got an image.
Damage.
Oh,
Damage.
damage.
Yeah,
Yes,
that-
I got
okay.
the damage. I was like, I
Ouchies.
didn't get an image.
You are
I don't.
bitten.
This is the only image I want to see. Is this giant? Nothing else.
You just got a very horrible insight in what it would be like if Krieg turned against you. Now you can sympathize with what happens to all those foes that he sends his bugs against, just swarming over them, and you feel that same thing, and you just trying to fight off this cloud. You're kind of tempted to just dive under the water to get away.
Well,
Now,
that would have been smart.
it is going to attack you now,
Yeah, it would.
and it gets 18. 18 hits.
That does hit. Sorry, I went to immediately put it into my damage. Yes, it hit.
No, that's to hit. Okay, 18 hits. You take 13 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and you are grappled as this wraps
Oh.
around you and crunches tight.
Okay.
And then, because it has its movement, it only used like 5 feet of its movement, it then dives under the water with you.
Ooh,
Shoot.
that's not good.
Nope.
Hope you can hold your breath.
Die, Naga.
Well,
You're not like a secret
Oh.
elemental, are you? So you can just breathe underwater.
Can you be secret 1 million things?
Double secret.
I mean, you've already kept one secret from us. What's to say there's not more?
Oh no.
Yo.
No, it's
No,
one
it's a
action.
cantrip, yeah.
God damn it. Okay. Next.
Okay. So, that happens. And also, down with our friends here, I can stop hiding in the shadows as the other one, there are 2 of these things, rises up out of the
lovely.
water next to the tree where
That's so
Krieg
casually.
is. And you all see now this.
I have no idea what this is gonna look like.
Boop. Hello.
Oh no.
Why?
Can someone drop a picture of it
I-
in the chat? I can't see.
It's
Yeah,
a
I'll be-
noodle snake?
It's Zohat's mum.
That doesn't work.
No.
This is not, oh, well, that's just myself. Yeah. As
It
Link
is
comes.
ramen snake.
Yes,
I want to
Emma.
see it. Hi.
Vanta sees a human head which tops this green and brown constructor snake. Vines protrude from its scalp and writhe in unison with the serpent's swaying motion. Mosquitoes, gnats, and other flying insects form a cloud around it as soon as it emerges from the water, and it surges through the water towards you. Sorry, Alicia put a emoji right on top of your face, which was the same as your face.
I can see it. I can see it now.
That's perfect. Oh, you can see it now. Great.
Uh-huh.
And yes, that thing comes surging through the water towards you
It does, doesn't it?
and attacks with advantage. Thank you, Krieg, for the fairy fire. And
Krieg, how could you turn on us? Oh
maybe,
my god,
maybe it
wait,
did
Krieg.
manage to charm him before.
Yeah, maybe
Um,
it did.
So there's a 16, Vanta.
God damn it.
Armor class 17.
God damn it. Indeed, Krieg. Well said. See, Krieg, he's on my side. Okay, so this thing just like surges through the water and it starts to wrap its coils around you, but Vanta, you managed to just, because you remember, you are the strongest one in the group. You just like,
Yeah.
managed to knock it off you and escape from its attempted attack on you. Boop. Hello. Okay, so that is right there in the
That's
water next to you, and your turn, Vanta. It's right next to you. It's right in front of you. Oh, I need you to roll
Okay.
a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. Excuse me, whilst I find my dice. Right, I'm not using this dice again. It's rolled for me nothing but low rolls. I got a natural one.
Oh, about that.
Oh no!
That was like a 2, a 3, and a 1.
Okay, so as this thing doesn't manage to grapple you, but it does surround you with its cloud of bugs, and you take
Ew.
3 poison damage,
Okay. That's fine.
but you are also poisoned.
Uh.
I'm afraid.
That is bad. Okay.
It is.
I'm just
It is indeed.
add a condition. Poisoned?
Yeah, it'll say on your sheet what that
Yay! Yeah.
means. Not good news.
Disadvantage on pretty much everything.
Mhm.
Okay, so spells. I would like to look at this thing, and I see the truth, which is that this awful creature is what stands in between me and the relics of my people. And I think
You need to charm
What
the
I'm
snake
gonna
with the
do-
dance of your people.
is I am going to just
Little flute.
scream, like half scream, half like growl at it, like, "You will not stop me here!" And I throw out a moonbeam. Woo!
Nice.
Moonbeam.
Twilight.
Just dealt with
Good
those last
spell.
night. Don't need more of those.
I do enjoy a moonbeam. A silvery beam
All
of
the
pale
time.
light shines down through the bog, and it's just like almost heralded by like the core of like ravens, where
Nice.
it penetrates through the kind of canopy, and like you see just like birds just like fly away as just like moonlight just slams down. It's gonna have to slam down on top of it, and it must make a Constitution saving throw, please.
All right, just a moment here when I get a moonbeam.
Is it a shape changer?
What's the size of it?
40-foot high cylinder,
What's the
5 foot
radius?
radius.
Thank you.
5-foot radius.
Okay, so that is there. And you,
Is
right on
this
top of it, right?
Yeah, is this creature a shape changer?
No, I'm afraid not.
Cool, that's fine.
Okay, so that kicks in at the start of its turn. I'm well versed in being attacked by moonbeams.
Yeah.
Marin.
Oh, yeah, no, it says that. I just wanted to see.
You're welcome.
Okay, anything else?
I'm engaged with this creature, aren't I?
Well, I mean, that's very quickly moving. I'm sure the wedding will be beautiful, though. But yes.
I was right there with you.
I knew,
was
I
right
knew that was coming.
exactly there.
Sorry.
No, it's alright. What I think. Oh my god. How would you say the lighting is in here?
I mean, it's daylight.
Heavy
It's-
moonlight?
It's cloudy.
Cloudy, not dim light.
Not here, no.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, there's a giant moonbeam in front of us now.
Look, guys. Well, I'm just a cleric in a fighter's world.
I mean, and there's the extra glow of all the fairy lights around us. So
Weird, this is like a secret swamp rave that's been going on that nobody knew about.
No, I'm not gonna do anything at the moment.
Okay. Oh god, I miss going to. We used to go to raves out. I live in the national park, and there's lots of just farmland and stuff around. We used to go to raves in empty, like farm barns, like big, massive barns in the middle of nowhere. And you would have no idea. You would have no idea where it was. You would just drive in the general direction, stop, wind the windows down, listen for the
yes,
that way, and keep going.
That's a thing.
Yeah. Oh, you've not been to them?
Yeah.
I've never been to a rave.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was
I
fun.
think it's past me now.
This
I went to
is
some
this
up
a
in
UK
Essex.
thing or a Japan thing?
That was in the UK.
UK.
That was in England.
Yeah.
Yeah.
UK thing. I know of them. My little brother went to a bunch of them, but I
read
sat
them up.
inside and read fantasy novels instead.
You had your box of wine because it was the cheapest, quickest way to get drunk.
God, why?
Box
Wow.
of wine.
Oh,
Anywho,
wow.
let's get off this memory lane. Now,
Athena.
thank you. It is Zeneca's turn.
Well, Xenicus, seeing the giant horror that is that's behind him, is going to leap off the rock, and as he's leaping, like transform and break all of his bones.
Yes, for people just joining us, Zenicus is a werewolf.
Just jumps off the
John,
rock.
it's
and he's like,
supposed to be a
"Oh,
snake.
God."
It's normal.
So sorry, I'm so sorry.
Get the token over. There we go.
You just do that. I'm just over here researching on D&D and Beyond drowning. As it's Asara's turn next.
How tall are you when you're a werewolf, actually?
Yay.
Is it above your nose?
I think I do. I'll need to double check what the actual if I get much taller, but probably at least over
Like
6
doggy
foot.
paddling?
Oh, yeah,
But he's
absolutely.
gonna leap over and just claw right into this thing, landing right next to Vanta.
Gidok.
So let's check these attacks. That is 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yeah. Oh, that's a bit crap. Seven slashing damage.
Okay, thank you. So yes, you leap and attack this thing and cause it a bit of slashing damage across it. Thank you.
The next one's not great. That is 11 to hit.
I'm afraid that just skitters across the scales without so much as what you wanted.
The leap was a bit misjudged.
Tailmonger, enjoy your dream pies. Someone unlocks the dream pie emote. We are in Barovia in playing Curse of Strahd, so we had to make one of our first emotes the dream pie. Fresh dream pies for all. Nom 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 nom. All right, thanks, Colby.
Out there, and he is good. That's it, done.
All right, thank you very much. Now, with that slight distraction there, I got somewhat distracted from deciding what was happening to Asara.
Yeah.
I looked this up. When Josh was drowning in Icewind Dale. What happened?
Oh.
It's quite ridiculous. I think it's like your con mod.
Yeah, your con is how many minutes you can hold your breath for.
Right?
Oh, that.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Or is it how many? Is it how many rounds? Maybe.
Oh,
think-
okay.
Rounds sounds a bit more better. A
I
bit
think
more
it's-
better. A bit better.
I think it's the mod. It's the plus to your with your con, and that's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
amount of minutes. It is minutes. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So it's like
It's
my
your con.
con is +2, so it's
fine.
2 minutes, right?
2 minutes. Yeah. So I mean, I've never been in a combat that went 20 rounds. So
Yeah.
you can attempt to escape.
Okay.
1 plus your
And
confidence.
that's the only thing I can do, right? Is try to get ungrappled.
Yes.
I can't yeah. Okay. What would
I
that
need to
be?
do a bit of mechanics. I'm gonna-
You can choose acrobatics or athletics.
Unbelievable.
I got a natural 1.
Oh, and they got 18. So you try and
Gentle
desperately get out of the coils of this beast, but it keeps you held tight and underwater as it surges through, coiling and writhing through the water towards your unsuspecting friends.
Could I?
Nope.
I know I can't now, but could I cast a spell next time?
Good question. Just a moment, please.
If it's got a vocal component, probably not. 'cause
Yeah,
you
as
know,
long
yeah,
as
if,
it's
if it's verbal, no.
Yeah.
You are
You just won your minutes.
restrained. If you on your D&D Beyond thing, if you click on the things, get your restrained condition, it will give you all the details of that.
Okay.
Your speed is 0. Attacks against you have advantage. Your attacks have disadvantage, and you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. But it doesn't say anything about anything else. So yes, if you have a spell that's just semantic, then you can.
Okay.
All right. So that happens, and Esmeralda, what do you do?
Right. Well, it seems inadvisable to cast a lightning spell at this point, so I'm going to scoot around over here, and I'm going to flank this snaky lady,
Mhm.
and I'm
Um,
going to attack.
Let me just do one thing while I remember. Vanta, you can try.
Hi.
You can try that con save again to shake the poison.
Oh, it's not very high, but it might be better. 13.
Not quite. Sorry, but nice try.
I did try.
Okay. So, I'm sorry, Esmeralda.
So
Yes.
is-
We're not doing flanking.
And I got now flank. Oh, we're not? Okay.
No, sorry.
No worries. In that case, I'm just a straight up attack.
We are doing cool shit advantage.
That is going to definitely. Oh. Sorry, that's not quite right. It should be. No, I guess it is. 7 for the first one, which doesn't make any
Okay.
sense.
It's not
But
plus
that's
1, though, is
impossible because I have a
Yeah.
+8 to hit.
Yeah.
No, it's +8. So that'd be a 14.
it?
Sorry, just an 11. Does that
14.
hit?
I'm afraid skitters off the scaly hide.
That's okay. I'm gonna try again. As, well, that's an 11 with a +8. I'm rolling very
Ooh.
badly.
You got
I'm
this.
That's
afraid
okay.
Also misses.
Curse, the
I'm
curse
going to. Yeah, it's okay. I'll attack my short sword.
Yikes.
Oh my god, how is that possible?
A
I have
10.
+8 and +7 to literally everything.
Mm-hmm.
I miss all 3.
Bad luck.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, you're clearly perturbed by the sudden eruption from the water of this terrible creature, the like of which you have
That's
never
about
seen.
amazing.
It is a swamp naga.
No.
This scary beast is. Oh, sorry, Craig. I should put you on the screen there as well. I'm afraid it shakes you to your very core, and you miss your attacks. Okay,
Got
Craig.
8 and 2 3s.
Anything else, Esmeralda?
I've done my movement and my attack. Nothing else for the moment, I don't think. No.
Okay, thank you. Craig, go.
Okay, so seeing this thing come out of the water and not knowing that there are 2, Krieg will say to himself like, finally. And he's going to turn off the fairy fire.
Okay.
It is a concentration spell, so I can just end that.
Good. So these luminescent bugs just go.
They just like vacuum back up towards me.
Gotcha.
And Krieg is going to fire off a couple of shots.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one. Okay, that is an 11. These are just regular arrows, by the way.
Misses, I'm afraid.
Mm-hmm. And the next one is a 24.
That hurts.
Nice.
Okay,
Nicely done.
so
Go, go,
I'm
go.
going to also agitate the swarm on that one.
Okay. Now these are magic
so-
bugs, aren't they? That do that.
Yeah, it's force damage, yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to check because these things have a really cool little ability which is called Insect and Serpent Pacifism. So they just any insects or serpents around, they just chill them out and they just won't attack them. But if these are not real insects, so it's
cool.
okay.
I see. Okay. So that is going to be another D6.
No insects or serpents can willingly attack the swamp naga.
So we're at, and then I'm going to mark it as a favored enemy.
All right.
Sweet.
What's the
which
damage?
So we are at. Oh, Piercer, I'm going to re-roll that. Wow, okay, so 13 piercing damage and 4 force damage.
Okay, so
For a total of
17
7.
total. Okay. Whoosh, the arrow with the bugs, spectral bugs swirling around it, thuds into the back of this thing as it's focusing on Vanta and Xenicus at the front. And you see it kind of buck and coil and its tail thrashes around, almost knocking Esmeralda into the water again as you hit home rather nastily. Okay. Thank
Already
you.
ruined my jacket.
Anything
at
else,
this
Craig?
point.
No, I am not moving.
Thank you. Right, so it is their turn. The damage and the saving throw on that moonbeam, please, Vanta.
Okay, it's Constitution save.
Gotcha. DC.
I'm opening my laptop. My iPad. It's
I got a natural 20. Sorry.
Well, it takes half damage.
Indeed. What is that damage?
I will roll it right now. 3 a d10.
Nice.
Oh wait, hang on a sec. I'm sorry. That's 2d10 because I cast it at 2nd level.
Gotcha.
1 and 2. Where's another d10? There we go.
Have at it. Have at it.
11.
Okay.
11.
Down to 5.
So 5.
Thank you very much. So it's just like ouch, 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 ouch. Now it wants to move, but it is unfortunately going to have to provoke from somebody. I think it's going to go north and provoke from Xenicus.
Okay, fuck. Sorry.
It's okay.
I rolled terrible. That is 13 to hit.
I'm afraid it's not enough, as it just quickly just goes whoosh under the water, and you just feel it. And Vanta and Esmeralda, you feel its coils surging through the water underneath, out of sight, right beside you, and then it just erupts out again past where the moonbeam is, and lunges for Esmeralda.
Uh-oh.
And gets
For me. Odds are against
natural
hitting.
20.
That hits.
So that is
Okay, let's make a deal. Vanta throws away her bad dice, and you throw away your really good dice, and then
Then
so
maybe we have a chance.
Esmeralda, that is 26 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and you are
Hang on a
grappled.
second. Can't do math in my head. That's not fun.
No. You are grappled as this thing scoops you up in its coils and just has you in a bit of a bind, shall we say.
Ah.
Okay. So, you got the damage done, okay? The other one is gonna do this.
no, don't do that.
Swim, 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 swim.
You shouldn't.
And Xenicus, as you missed, maybe the reason you missed this naga as it disappeared out of sight under the water and through this moonbeam, which is still shining brightly right next to you. Maybe one of the reasons you missed is because you looked over your shoulder as over that rock behind you, this another one of these creatures just surged up out of the water and wrapped up in its coils as it surges out of the water. You can see Asara going fuck, 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 fuck. And it is going to lunge up and try and grab. Well, no, it can't grab. Sorry, it's going to lunge up out of the water over here. So it wouldn't be right beside you. It just like rears up over that rocky bluff there. Boom. Let's put Asara up there too. And sorry, Greg. All the action's happening over here. And you. Yeah, you suddenly see this other naga just come sprush up out of the water with Asara wrapped up in its coils, and it's flails its vine tendrils at you and goes, "Get out!" And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Me?
Xenicus.
Sorry. Constitution, yeah?
Yes, please.
That's gonna be fine. That is 21.
All right, that is fine. So you take half of the 8d8 as it casts blight also on you.
80 who?
I'm not enjoying the sound of all this damage.
So that
Are these bugs bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing by any chance?
this is the spell blight. It's not no bugs.
Yeah.
So that is 21.
Blight is a terrible spell.
21 necrotic
It's used against you
damage.
anyway.
As your
lot
fur
worse.
goes mangy and you start to dry out.
Oh no.
You need some conditioner stat. Okay.
Yes, he does.
And you are attacked by this creature. And it is Lady Vanta's turn.
Yeah, okay. So can I just clarify a few things?
Mhm.
So what I'm seeing...
I also need to clarify. What did you get? Did you re-roll that save?
Yeah,
What did you get?
I failed.
That was just a fail. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Many things in my head.
Okay, it was 13. So, couple of thoughts, just because I can't see the map. Where are people?
Xenicus is right beside you. One of these creatures is writhing up out of the water to your northeast, and 5 feet away, with a 5 feet gap between you, these little rocks sticking up that water, is another one which has Asara in its coils.
Okay, and Esmeralda?
He's in the claws of the other
It's
one.
in the
Is in the
coils
coils of the other one, yes.
of
Cool.
the one to the northeast.
Asara?
Asara's in the coils of the ones to the west.
Okay, so we have Coils and then Krieg.
He's way up in a tree.
Okay, Krieg, I'm so sorry, but it just seems that you cannot be included today. So what I'm gonna do, is I'm going to move my moonbeam with which is my action, unfortunately, onto the one which has, well,
Which of your friends
Who
are you
looks-
frying?
Who's your favorite?
right, here's the thing,
Toasted
and I am
Esmeralda.
sorry,
Toasted Esmeralda.
but Vanta has known Asara like in 2 days longer.
You thought avocado toast was the thing. Nope, that's dead and done. Now it's Vistani toast. Yummy, yummy.
No! She's gonna move the moonbeam onto the one that has Asara, and it needs to make
Oh, Asara?
a con save. Yeah.
Okay.
She's known me 2 days longer.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yes.
Oh no! Wait, hang on.
Yes,
Stop,
you've
stop.
just realised what you're going
It's
to do.
only 5 feet, right? Wait, no. Here's an idea. It's only 5 feet.
60 feet.
This
in
creature
direction.
is. Yeah,
Large.
but this
It's
the radius.
coiled around them.
Listen, I want to do a thing.
Mhm.
Okay, I can't see the map, so I can't
hit me
know
up,
if
by
this is
the way.
possible. It's a 5-foot radius.
Mhm.
Okay, so if I can probably place it where it hits the Naga, because it doesn't say it has to be centralized on it. It just says it has to move into its space.
Mhm.
So if it takes up more than a 5-foot space, which isn't occupied by Asara, then that should be fine.
It's wrapped around Asara.
It's yeah.
Yeah, but it's a large
in it.
creature, right? So it's not necessarily. It doesn't need to be centered on her. It just needs to be
This is
in its area.
this is going to be fairly low DC. Okay, the DC is quite low. Give me a sleight of hand check to see if you can manipulate the magic well enough to avoid your friend.
What am I adding to it?
It's
Sleight of hand?
sleight of hand, yes.
I think it's on the wrong
Because
method, by the way. This is the.
I
moonbeam
used a
circle.
new dice because I was like, oh, the other one's not doing well for me, and I rolled a 6, so 7.
7 total. Okay. So,
So here's
No.
the thing, though. I don't know if she would try it if it didn't look possible, because I can't make a judgment without the map. I can't really make a full judgment. So if it doesn't look possible, she was going to heal everyone, but I don't know if everyone what. I don't
Listen,
know.
it's you on Facebook. Hang on.
No, like I said, it's a low DC. So now the moonbeam's moving, it doesn't do anything, right? Because this washes directly over you
Yeah,
and
it
Xenicus.
doesn't.
No, right?
Yeah, it
Okay.
doesn't.
So Xenicus, you're like shit as this moonbeam just goes
They're
boom over you, and like
Well, actually,
moves
does it?
through you. No,
Double
so
check.
you have to start your turn in it, don't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So it comes over here, and it's going to get to the Naga on its turn, and Asara is okay.
Thank you for the screen, by the way. You can take a look now
Thank
where
you.
we're at.
I saw it. Thank you. Like, I can't look at it yet. It's
Thanks, Baron. Okay,
so that's
Of
that,
course.
and then
that's your action.
bonus
Anything else?
action.
Mhm.
Yep. So bonus action, I'm gonna do
It would hit us.
healing.
But you have to start your turn in it, don't you? Does it move
When
over
it
you?
enters the spell's area for the first time or starts its turn.
Oh, okay, so that wouldn't work then. You have to go
Okay,
for
so
you
then
have to
I
go-
wouldn't-
do the same thing with
She would know
Esmeralda.
that.
Yes.
Scratch that.
But do the same thing with
Scratch that.
Esmeralda's one.
Can I get to Esmeralda without hitting my friend?
Yes.
Yes.
Then I'll do that instead.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. And then I will do healing word because she is being crushed.
Exactly.
At the moment, I'll do healing word on Asara.
Yeah. Because if you had done that, you would have knocked me out of werewolf form. Because I am a shapeshifter.
I
Very
can't.
good. He's
I
a ship-
can't see the map. I have no idea
No,
what's
come
going
on,
on.
come on. You can't see the map, but you do know he's a werewolf. Come on. To be fair.
Right. Okay. We've had
Really
enough
changed
reveals
that since
tonight.
the-
I don't need to add a werewolf.
That I sent you.
It's 9 HP back.
Gotcha. Nice. Okay,
Thank
that's
you.
still Sarah. Okay, and if that's everything, yes. Any movement?
I mean, not really anywhere I can go.
Okay.
I'm just-
Yeah.
So,
check out
Xenicus.
So that moonbeam is right in front of him. So he's not going to try and go through that because that would be craziness. So he's going to turn around and see Asara getting grappled, and he's going to turn around, and as he does, he's like ripping his claws against his own fur. And lightning
Vanta, give me another
sparks.
saving throw, please. Sorry. Michael.
Why don't I use this dice again?
It is irredeemable, clearly. Okay, so yes again. Sorry, Michael.
So as he kind of turns around to kind of like hearing Asara kind of coughing and spluttering, he's gonna like rip his own claws against his own fur, like kind of bleeding himself. But as he does, like lightning comes across his claws, and he's going to leap at the one with Asara and make his attack.
Gow.
It's really badass.
Go for it.
But that is a 16.
That hits.
Nice. Oh crap. Okay. I need to find another dice because I realized I'm doing 2d6 now.
Let's go.
6. So that's 12 slashing and 4 lightning damage
Thank you.
on the first one, and no, the second one misses.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Right, so anything else before it's Asara's turn?
Yep, that's it done.
Nope. Okay, Asara.
I'm just gonna try and get out of this.
Okay, I mean you can attack with disadvantage.
Nope. I'm gonna
Okay.
try and get out of this.
Okay, so give me that.
17.
17. Okay, it gets a 10. So yep, you is that acrobatics?
It's a strength for.
It's your choice, acrobatics or
Athletics.
athletics. You're doing
It was
okay.
athletics.
So yeah, so you kind of get your knees tucked up and you get your legs against it and you kind of like push away with your legs and like undo the coils a bit and manage to vault up out of the coils and land. Are you landing next to Xenicus or to the south?
I am going to land. Let's do. Oh no, we changed the rules on flanking, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna be next to Xenicus then.
So to the northeast. Yeah, move yourself. You can move
Yes.
yourself there.
Yes.
Yep. So move,
Sorry,
move
I had to
yourself
think
into
about
that square.
that. I was like, it won't let me move. Oh, I have the snapback. And
Okay, so yeah, you vault out of the coils. You just it's like, shoop, it's like erupt out of the coils of this creature and land on the rocks there. There's like a couple of squirrels in a tree holding up a couple of cards, like 6 and a 7. Something pretty good. Okay. And anything else?
no,
Okay.
Well, yeah, that was my action, right? I'm not gonna run away because Zenicus is here. So, well, he's actually gone, but he's
Fanta-
here in map.
Yes, yes. Fanta, sorry, what was that save?
The one, as in the one I failed, or the one they have to make.
The new one, yeah. Constitution save.
The new one?
Mhm.
Oh, 6, like on the dice.
It was a 6. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are still poisoned, I'm afraid. And it is Esmeralda's turn. Are you going to get slightly cooked here? So make that save, please, Marin.
So what's the save?
Save again on that, please, Vanta.
I thought you said
On,
that
right?
there was a way. No,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
I thought this was
yeah, she's fine. She's fine.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was looking at the map. Hang on, let me move.
Gotcha.
Sorry. Let's put it out of there.
No
so it's-
worries.
So are you gonna try and escape?
Grapple just means I can't move, right?
You can't move. You can attack with disadvantage.
With disadvantage?
With disadvantage.
Hmm. Mm,
Let's go. Let's
I'm
go.
gonna try and get out.
Okay, give me athletics or acrobatics.
I rolled an 18, so it's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay,
use-
and I get 21. Sorry. So that is not unsuccessful, I'm afraid.
Wait, is it acrobatics or athletics? Sorry.
It's up to you.
Sorry,
Oh
that
no,
was a
sorry. This is
three-
not a contested roll. No, the escape DC is 14. You're good. So
Okay, good.
Yay.
which did you go for?
I went for, I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess. I'll just keep it, I'll say strength because it's +2, doesn't matter, still dirty 20.
Okay, so yes, seeing Asara force her way out to the one across the way, you're like, I can do that. And so it's two.
Inspiring.
I'm so here for this. These two strong sword maidens fighting their way out of these Naga's coils on the same turn. Okay, so
I
you.
think it's worth noting my strength is -1. That was pure luck.
Okay, so place yourself where you end up,
Okay, I'm gonna
and then any bonus action or
board
movement.
out over.
Hello, everybody. Some new
So
people
my
coming
movement
by.
can be just going down a little bit. Hello, friends.
Hello, friends.
And I don't really have much of any bonus actions I can do at this point.
Fighty, fighty,
So,
fight.
yep, I'm good.
Hi. Okay, thank you very much. And it is Krieg's turn.
Okay, so I am going to.
Oh wow! I'll roll for damage again every Thursday night. Thank you
Hey.
so much, so much, so much. I'm so happy we're on the same day.
Yeah,
nice
no
to have
kidding.
you. Nice to have you here again. Thank you again. So welcome, raiders. Come by, come by. We're in a fight with swamp nagas who are attacking our party as they try to make their way towards Beres. Krieg, go!
Okay.
Impress our raiders.
So we're going
No pressure.
to.
No pressure.
So I had a quick question.
I said impress the raiders.
Hunter's Mark is a bonus action. So if I use that, do I get only one shot, or can I take both shots?
When you make the attack action,
Yeah, the attack
you get
action
to
is 2
attack.
shots. Yeah, you're good.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so I'm going to use that bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark. So, like, looking around the bow as he's, like, steadying the shot, is, like, seeing both of these things, Craig's eyes are going to flash that red, like, so brightly that it can, like, they can see it.
Yes, nice.
And he's going to mark this one here, the one that's in the moonbeam.
All right.
Mark it for death.
And
You have been
we are
chosen.
going to take 2 more shots. So the first one is 29 to hit.
Oof.
So I'm going to assume that hits.
It does. Sorry, are you going east or west? I was distracted by raiders.
East, the one that's in the moonbeam.
Gotcha. West. No, east. It's right. Ignore me.
So that's 9 on that, and then let's see. So it is a total of 21 damage.
Nice.
So 4 force damage from my swarm, and then 17 piercing damage.
So from the treetop, draw it back, lit alight as it is by the moonbeam. You get a clear, easy shot. Whoosh! As the arrow swoops across, and chasing after it is the comet tail kind of esque stream of gnats and bugs glowing luminescently through the eerie and dull, gloomy light of the swamp here, and it thuds into the creature, and the bugs all burrow into the wound, and it's just like coiling and writhing in the moonbeam, and it's like.
There's so much happening.
Yes. Okay. And then we are going to take the second shot.
Have it.
I just have to double check. Okay, so no swarm on the second shot.
I got famous when my boys were doing kendo for just shouting on encouragement at them in English. And I was like, if Dan got a good hit on kendo, I was like, "Have at it, Dan! Have at it!"
Oh no!
So all these Japanese people going, "Yes, bravo, well done." Yes.
Yes, boy.
Quite.
Does he get embarrassed?
Nah, they can't hear with the helmets on. It's good.
So
That's all I want you to think.
Krieg, you'll be happy to know that Dracos Wizard, thank you, Dracos Wizard, has been has confirmed to us that you did impress the Raiders. Well done.
hey,
Oh,
I
did
appreciate
it.
it.
Clap.
I'm proud of you.
Like, well done.
So the
Have at
second
it, son.
Have at it.
second shot was 18.
That also hits.
Okay, so that is gonna be.
Look at you.
Oh, nice. Full damage on the arrow.
Okay.
Plus, let's see, 4, because I re-rolled 1 from piercing. So 17 plus another 3, 20, another 20 damage.
Oof.
Straight piercing this time.
Fantastic.
What
Okay,
is
this,
that?
This one looks. This one looks
Damage?
ragged. This one looks really, really bad.
I'd like it better if it looked dead.
Just look dead, not actually dead.
More trickling.
Okay. Anything else, sir? On your tree?
Nope, that's gonna be me. Krieg
right.
he's gonna like adjust his bird feet like on the branch and like.
As you've impressed these raiders, I think just for that, I shall indulge you to be in the shot for a second. There he is, everyone. Look,
Ooh.
there he is, up there in the tree. Hello,
Yeah.
Craig.
Ta-da!
And say goodbye. Okay, right now. Now, he is over there, just sniping at these. He's like a spawn squatter. He's just like just being very rude, just sniping all these poor people coming in on spawn. Okay,
Camping up in the trees.
camping. Goddamn, I'm old. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. A spawn camper. Thank you. Okay, now it is their turn. So I'm going to do that saving throw against the moonbeam. Constitution, yes, Lady Vantor?
Yes. Yes, please.
15?
Meets it.
Oh, like half, please.
Not damage though.
Give me that damage.
Ah.
Give me that moonbeam damage.
8.
8 to 4.
Yeah.
All right, so it gets slightly toasted on the underside. It is going to writhe out of that damning, awful light and move away. So, Lady Vanta, you do get an attack of opportunity if you so desire.
Sweet. Hang on, my sheet's just reloading. For some reason, it's decided to disappear. Attack of opportunity. I'm trying to think what I have. I have a longsword. That's a 20 roll. Finesse weapon, right? A longsword? Finesse?
Sure, sorry.
Or a strength? Okay,
Top of my head, I'm not sure.
Longsword, I think.
plus I have a 1 to dex, then strength, then I have
Strahd.
then it's 16.
Vanta Blackspear.
16.
2 seconds, I shall tell you. D&D Beyond, load up, please.
Because I've got the short sword because I needed the finesse, or because I didn't take the long sword. Because
Right,
right.
then it should be plus
Longsword is plus 5.
5. Yeah. Okay.
It's martial and versatile,
two,
not
then.
not finesse.
Gotcha. So it's 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Is the damage dice a D10?
The damage
D8?
is D8 plus 2.
D8 plus 2. 3. Your paper cut.
Ouch. Okay.
the dice
It's like,
are not
that's rude. As it tries to get away, and it swooms around.
I hissed at it. I hissed at it.
surges through the water, ignoring this puny cuts to its back as it surges away, and it scurs and comes up out of the water, looking at you, Esmeralda, and I get to do my best Disney. Trust in me, trust in me.
hate you so
And
much.
can you please give me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh
Look
no.
at those.
He's got a knot in his tail.
You got this.
It's a 15.
Okay, look, just a moment. Cut that. Just marking off the spell there. That is enough. You start to fall under the
my God.
lure of this creature, but then you shake it off. You're like, no, you suck. Not gonna. Okay, and that does not work.
Not like this.
Meanwhile, the other one is going to attempt to. What can we do? Let's use that and that. So. Okay. It does something here, and all around you in the swamp water that's around this rock where you are, Asara, and the whole lot of you are there, just.
Oh.
No, no.
And all this bubbles just
Rude.
start
Rude.
surging up from under the swampy water. And as they burst on the surface, this noxious yellow gas just forms around you as it casts a stinking cloud.
Ew, no.
And I
We're
need-
gonna be smelly stink
They
wizards.
farted in the water.
There's something in the water.
There is indeed. And this whole area becomes heavily obscured. And...
Oh my god!
Damn it.
Sorry, Craig.
Terrible.
Rotten
Everything is
insides.
terrible.
And this whole area, it is a... What's the size of this again? Okay, 20-foot radius. So, let me draw a shape here. Let's make it a nice stinky color. Let's go
What even do
green.
snakes eat?
And... What was I need to hold? Alt. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, hang on. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, it's big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rah! You can't even see it on the map properly. Just the edge of it, as it just casts
no.
it here. So Craig, you cannot see anything as that whole area just disappears. As all this, it just basically you'll just find yourself in a horrible stinky jacuzzi. It just goes all the water starts boiling and running around you, and then as they all burst on the surface, all this gas erupts into the air around them. And Craig, they all disappear from view, and you can just hear this coughing and retching. And Xenicus, was that you? And, and Lady
I mean,
Vanta
at least you get to your
Blackspire, I
skin.
need a Constitution saving throw, please.
At disadvantage because I'm poisoned.
Yeah.
Yay.
He said
Yay.
with himself.
It was going to be an 18 for a second, and then it rolled onto a 5, which I
Oh,
think
dear.
is cheating. Con save, so 6.
Okay, you can do nothing this turn as you are retching and gagging on this horrible, horrible smell.
Wonderful.
And it is Zenicus' turn. Please, also, save. Con save.
Safe.
Sorry?
That is a 10. Ugh.
You are also just gagging and retching. You cannot do anything. Asara, con save, please.
Fuck.
I thought I had rolled it.
Gotcha.
16.
16. Okay, you are okay. You may act as normal, but you're not happy about it.
Stop vomiting.
And this whole area is heavily obscured, so you can't actually make out anything. You just hear your friends retching and coughing in the smoke.
And it's my turn, yes?
Yes, go for it.
I can't see anything.
Nope.
I know it's right in front of me, right? Before it like ruined the pool. it's right in front of me.
It will be disadvantage, I'm afraid, with the heavy obstruction, because it can move. You can move. It's harder to see.
Right. Okay.
But you can attack, yes, just with a disadvantage. It's like it's as if it's invisible.
If
So,
I were to cast Fairy Fire, would that?
And it's light up the whole area, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that would give advantage on any attack, so that would just make it a straight roll.
All right, I'm just gonna cast that, but that would be my action. So.
Okay, and that's a dex save, yes.
Yes.
What's your DC?
12.
Okay,
That's
the top
not
one
low.
gets a 12, and the second one, a natural 1. So the one that's right
Okay,
to the
nice.
one that's right to the west of you is lit up, and you have a decent chance of hitting it. A normal roll, but next time, right?
Yes.
Disco,
But
disco,
that's-
disco, disco.
Woo! Lit
Oh
up.
no, this one. There you go. Star. Okay, thank you. Anything else?
No. I'm gonna stay here.
All right. So yes, you're like just casting your magics, and the fairy fire just erupts out. More of a kind of purpley color, I would think, maybe.
Yeah, for sure, purple.
Right.
And like, it kind of like does the spots thing.
Yes, yes.
You know what I'm talking about? Like the lens flare off of it, like.
going back to my, we talked about raves already. Going back to my clubbing past now, just think of the lasers coming through, just like the smoke blanketed, like club room
Oh, so cool.
with freaking Faithless playing. Okay,
What's?
I can't get no
You did
sleep.
not just say what's faithless.
I didn't say anything.
Oh my jeez. Oh my god. Are we that old?
Should we make me dismayed by not knowing Jarvis Cocker? That was sad enough. Okay, so
Oh, faithless.
Esmeralda, con save, please.
You're not alone, Emma. Oh, right. Let's see. Con.
You're not a fox.
16.
Okay, you are also able to act. You've smelt worse.
Lovely. I have smelt worse in my time. I'm gonna move towards the naga that's lit up, and I'm gonna just wail on it and hopefully actually hit it this time.
Good luck to you.
All right. Thank you. So 24
24 hits.
will be hits. Okay, so that's gonna be 13 full damage.
13 damage. Okay,
Piercing.
cut. Let's see.
All right. Next is a 14.
Misses, I'm afraid.
That's okay. And then last 15.
15 just hits.
Lovely. All right.
Silver
well, I'm gonna
short sword.
stab it.
Fancy.
It is, and that's gonna be another 7 damage.
Nice.
So it's 20 damage.
Nice indeed. Okay, this was
Happy
the
stab.
lesser damaged of the two, but it looks pretty bad. Okay, thank you very much. Anything else?
At this point, no, I don't think so.
Hey, I used to
I
work
can't really get
in the student pubs in my university town, so the smell of the tap room in the morning
Oh,
Oh,
Oh
Lord.
god.
after
Oh,
the day
God.
after. Oof. Okay, sorry.
That
You were
slightly
saying
sour smell.
anything else?
At this point, I don't think so.
Okay, and Crick, you cannot see. You can hear your friends and hear clashes of swords and gagging and
Oh,
coughs and ughs and Zenekas.
this the Naga to the north is hunter's marked.
True.
Oh,
Which,
shit.
according to the spell, gives me advantage on perception and survival checks made to find it.
Okay, I will say that rolls over to flattening the roll for this.
That's fair. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, you just get this you sense that it's in there somewhere. And it's a pretty big target. So yeah, you have
Right.
a straight shot.
Flailing tentacles
Okay,
sticking out
You
of the wall or
can't fool
something.
me with your stink.
All right. Okay, so first shot.
Mm-hmm. Go.
14.
Misses, I'm afraid.
Yeah, had a feeling. How about a 19?
That will hit.
Okay, perfect. All right. So that's gonna be nice damage. What is that? 22. So that's gonna be 17 piercing and 5 force damage.
Wow. So 23? Yep.
Yeah,
No, 22. Sorry, my bad.
22, yeah.
Yeah, 22 damage.
Don't look at me like I'm
17 and 5.
He looked at me and I'm like,
Wrong person. Too close. That's very, very close. You hear it hiss and cry out in anguished pain. It's like, you damn bird. Anything else? You done?
Craig isn't sure how to respond, so he's like, because he can't really see anything, so he's getting kind of nervous. And he's just like, he just kind of spouts out like, 1 to no one.
What?
I don't
What
know.
even is that?
Oh, I love Greg.
Thank you. And it is
favorite.
their turn. They are immune to poison damage. They're absolutely fine in this cloud of theirs. And they are gonna... let's see. That one is absolutely wretched. And the other one is way... well, just over halfway. So... you... feel them. You can't see them, but you feel them suddenly writhe around and start thrashing around, quite almost in a panicked way. And Esmeralda, Asara, Xenicus, you feel them start to move away from you. You get the sense that they're moving away from you. So if you want to take an opportunity attack with a disadvantage, you can.
I mean, let's try and
Like
sniff
try?
them as he's moving away.
oh yeah, I do for sure.
Bad smell, but yeah, probably not gonna be. Nope.
Well, one of them still is landed by fairy fire, right?
Yeah, the
yes.
one near.
Yeah, so you see the lights starting to move, yeah. So that's a straight roll. But the one to the north is really, really bad.
The smell clearly is
Oh,
too
in that
much
case,
for
then, yeah.
Zeneca's very sensitive nose because I got a nat 1.
Oh, bad
Oh
luck.
no.
Oh my god.
Alright, I'll try for the one to the north then. Why the hell not? So. I rolled too
I
many
got a
things.
23 for the one in front of me.
A 23?
Yep,
Okay,
for the
that
one
hits.
to the west.
Give me the damage on that.
It will be 7.
Okay,
Here.
thank you. And Xenicus, you rolled that one, didn't you? Sorry.
Yeah.
And Esmeralda?
I missed by 1. I rolled a 25 before, then I got a 14.
Oh, bad luck. I'm afraid that does miss by 1. Okay, so this one just escapes with its life. You would have definitely killed it as well.
Use her!
I reckon.
Damn it.
And you just hear this massive splash as the length of their scaly bodies just splashes, belly flops into the water, and they just both start swimming off as fast as they can. Shoop,
Like where this is going.
shoop. And you are left. And let me change this up a bit here. You're left in this very eerie experience here. You're just surrounded by this dark kind of green, yellowish poison cloud, which hasn't disappeared. It hasn't dissipated. And it's illuminated from within by this moonbeam, which is just coming down and you're like, you know, just illuminating it from the inside. And you're just kind of looking around and you're like, hey, everyone, are you there? Are you okay? You're just trying to feel your way through the smoke, trying to find each other. It's like, I think it was Xenicus' round. And
Like I said, all you can hear from Zeneca is like a dog being sick.
oh,
God.
that's disgusting.
Oh my god.
That's disgusting. And which is, you know, appropriate. And then suddenly your problems are alleviated as a strong gust of wind starts blowing in all of your cloaks and your hair and is starting to be blown as such as it can, you know, with the water there. Those of you that are submerged in the water don't, but your hair is blown around and this gas, this cloud is dissipated as it starts to shred and go off in tendrils off through the trees and off to the west there. And as it dissipates, the moonbeam is still in place, just down onto the water. And as it's flickering in and out and just like through there, you can see illuminated like a faulty neon tube in like in a Blade Runner movie or something, you can see just flickering on and off the unmistakable face of your friendly local tyrant,
No.
Strahd
Lovely.
Oh, good.
Zarovich.
Lovely.
And he's
I'll
just
take for dinner. So it's fine.
he's just hovering there above the water. And he's just suspended there above the water, keeping himself out. And he's like, well. Did you find yourselves in a spot of bother? You didn't come to the castle. I was worried about you.
Well, we assumed you were preparing for dinner. Didn't want to intrude, of course.
Bring you over here. Let's get Krieg in here as well. Just mind, I guess. Okay. And he's just floating slowly, his cloak just gently billowing in the remnants of this magic that he used to clear the smoke. Well, it's just as well I turned up in the nick of time to save you all.
We're doing quite well without you.
It's not what it looked like to me.
Snarls from Xenacus.
Mm-hmm. Sarah, Krieg, Banter, what are you doing?
I think
Fiery eye.
Krieg is like heftily creeped out by this unnatural flight. And
Where are the wings?
just like I don't know. For him it feels like nails on a chalkboard. Really, really
That's
unnerving. He's just like, well, I think my arrows were doing a fine job, thank you.
Vanta will just kind of like pull herself up so that she's sort of standing properly, and she'll look up at Strahd and say, "We had every intention of coming to you, so I'll spare you the inconvenience of coming to us." And she's going to dissipate the moonbeam.
Okay.
I don't want him to dictate this.
It's gone.
He invited us to dinner,
He did.
after all.
He's like,
And so... Oh, is he still there? I thought he was there hanging in the moonbeam.
oh no, he's coming across the water towards you.
Yeah, he's on
Yeah.
the map.
Oh, ah,
On the
okay.
map. I was like, why would
I
you do
can't
that?
see the map.
Why
I can't.
didn't
No, I can't see the map. I can't see the map. Okay, I won't
Oh,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
it's still there. It's still there.
okay.
Okay, so that moonbeam is between you still, and you can just see
Sure.
him
So-
just slowly coming towards you from the other side of it.
I'll move the moonbeam onto him then, I guess.
You just like push it forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just for fun. She doesn't think it's actually going to hurt him.
So the
She
moonbeam,
thinks she
yes, the
wants to
moonbeam
see
just
if
like
he's
just
actually
spills over him, and he's like arches his back a bit. He's like, ooh, and he just like holds his hand up, and you can see it just crackling and starting to flake and burn up in the moonbeam. And he's like, well, that's not very friendly, is it? And he pushes
exposing
forward,
the vulnerabilities of your flesh prison there.
and he
Remember, I have a better offer waiting for you.
pushes forward out of the moonbeam on your side, and as he does so, you just see his hand just completely reform and be perfectly okay again. And he's like, there we go. Yes, that's right, Alucia. Exfoliating indeed. And he just starts, hey, fried dice, and he starts just moving towards you. He's like, you decided to take a little side trip. You decided to ignore my invitation. My starter is
Let me stop you there.
ruined.
Are you omniscient, sir?
Why?
Are you omnipresent, sir? Because if
Why?
you were, you would have noticed how carefully we planned to make sure that we would arrive on time for your dinner.
Not even
I'm
lunch.
sorry.
Not even lunchtime yet.
I'm so sorry you were inconvenienced by your poor understanding of time. But we will be there once we are complete with our day.
So self-assured, so foolish.
Give me a reason not to be self-assured. I know what's waiting for me on the other side. I'm not sure if you can say the same.
Give you a reason. With,
I am incredibly confident.
with pleasure. And he just whooshes his arms out and his cloak just billows out behind him and he just swooshes through the group of you and just comes flying through very, very quickly. Does anyone do anything?
I think Xenix would be too surprised.
Therefore, me still.
Vanta has nothing to protect herself against. If she dies, she goes to her queen. This is
Clothesline
fine.
him. I just stick my arm out to clothesline him. That's it.
Ha!
Okay. You take
I have no arm now.
15 bludgeoning damage as he just smashes through it and just comes through you and whooshes out the other side. So he's off to the west of you now, in the air, with his arm around Esmeralda. So I will just keep that over here for the sake of the stream here. And he just whooshes through you and he flies up again on the other side and he has his arm around Esmeralda as he's hanging there. And he says, well, if you're going to ruin my appetite or my appetizers, I shall just have to get it back. And he just pulls Esmeralda's head back and bites her throat out.
Oh, was she proper dead though?
Mm-mm. Just bites deep into her throat. And
I'm gonna yell, it's not even lunch yet!
I am not laughing.
and he reaches his head back. He's just like,
Oh god.
and you just see Esmeralda's just gone limp, and she's just hanging in his one arm that he's just got wrapped around her. And he's like, and yet, Asara, I am always hungry. And he just whooshes off towards the east, towards his castle, with Esmeralda.
Okay.
Sweet.
Shit.
Bye, Marin.
And Esmeralda disappears.
There's the sub boss for the future.
Yeah.
And
Oh shit.
as
Oh no.
you look in disbelief as Strahd disappears off over the trees, Krieg, you see him last from your vantage point with the limp body of Esmeralda tucked under one arm. We shall leave things here for tonight. But a massive thank you to all of you dear raiders for coming by and joining us here. Thank you so much to everyone that came by, and it's lovely to have you come and share our little journeys through Barovia. Do come back tomorrow when we shall be taking things down to the lower planes with descent into Avernus. And also, next week, unfortunately, we're on a holiday with Icewind Dale on Tuesday, but next Thursday we'll be continuing where we left off after our first ever session today with Out of the Abyss on an earlier time, Thursday lunchtime for us, evening over in the States on the Tuesday evening for you. Wednesday evening for you. And then Thursday evening over here, we shall be back in Barovia to see what happens with our friends, our 4 friends here. So, thank you everybody once more, and as we like to say around here, oyasumi nasai.
Yes,
Oyasumi.
Take it easy.